Good morning, good people of the snow. This is Ben Vandenbos from the Sawtooth Avalanche Center. I wanted to tell you guys quickly about an avalanche that I checked out yesterday, along with a few others that I saw along the way. On Sunday, the 10th, we got a report of a remotely skier-triggered avalanche on Butterfield near the mouth of Baker Creek in our Galena Summit and Eastern Mountain Zone. You can see a photo of the avalanche here. The crown is on the right side of the image. And you can also see cracks and a shattered slope extending off to the left. So yesterday on Monday, I went to look at this, saw a few interesting things when I was near this avalanche and a few others as I gained elevation and I could look around with good visibility at the end of the day. Here's a little map showing this avalanche. You can see a trigger location indicated kind of in the center there. Arrows at either end showing how far I could observe cracks extending to. It's 500 feet in one direction and 750 feet off to the left, as well as the crown indicated near the center left of the image there. This is a photo of a pit that I dug on a nearby slope. I didn't feel comfortable entering the terrain where this avalanche was. There is a low angle path through there that the skier had used to ski down through there, but I wasn't interested in going closer to the crown, and so I didn't. But this is a similar slope. It's a slightly different aspect. The snowpack is quite similar. You can see those really weak facets that we've been talking about all year, buried about 1.5 feet down in this area. The terrain that this failed in is pretty sheltered terrain, so unlikely to be wind had a big influence here. Even in this sheltered terrain, triggering these persistent slab avalanches is likely right now and going to get more likely as we put additional load on it. As a northwest facing slope, 7,600 feet. The slab was about 1 foot to 1.5 feet thick, about 80-foot wide crown, and ran 250 feet vertical downslope. This is a close-up of the image that we saw at the beginning of this little slideshow here. Pretty wild, just how far these cracks extended and just the shattered natures of these slopes. Like I mentioned, over 500 feet in each direction from where the skier had traveled down in lower angle terrain. After I looked at this slide and dug that snow pit, I continued up on Butterfield, experienced widespread cracking and collapsing as I went. Some of those collapses extended for many hundreds of feet. I could visibly see the slope dropping in front of me by 1 inch or 2 inches even, and got up higher and pulled out my lens so I could look around. And I found a few different interesting avalanches that are failing on the same weak interface that we've been warning you about all year. This is in the Lake Creek drainage here. It appears to be an elk triggered avalanche. You can see the ski track coming in from the left here. And then this large persistent slab, at least 150 feet wide or more. Difficult to tell from a distance, but clear indication of an unstable snowpack. And if that wasn't impressive for you, here's a much larger one. This is on the Lake Creek headwall. This is the first that anyone that we know has seen this. And the helicopter guys have been out, and a bunch of good public observers have been out, and nobody has spotted this to our knowledge. It likely failed sometime on the 10th or the 11th, sometime over the weekend, based on that. This is the head wall above Lake Creek at the end of the drainage there. This avalanche is 1/4 mile wide or more. Based on the appearance of it, it probably failed on those same December facets. This is probably about as close as we'll get to it for now, since we got a storm coming, but clearly large and very large avalanches are possible right now. So why are these things important? Why am I talking about it? Well, all this stuff is occurring before the upcoming storm. We've seen a lot of human triggered avalanches this week. Obviously natural avalanches are occurring even days and days out from major loading events. And we've got a storm that's going to start today, maybe around noon, and really kick into gear overnight. These are all red flag, obvious indicators of an incredibly unstable snowpack that we've got right now. This really isn't a normal year. These are really challenging conditions to deal with. We've got heightened avalanche danger now, even a significant time period after loading, and it's only going to get worse. So yeah, when you're heading out into the backcountry, strongly encourage you to head to our website, sawtoothavalanche.com, read through the forecast, see what we've written and what we've got to say about what's going on, and continue to travel conservatively and cautiously in the backcountry. Thanks for listening.